Miss Layda in the building right now here on Line for Line Radio Show. And I've always been like, whenever people say who's got next, I mean, you got the fellas. There's fellas coming up next all the time. But when it comes to the ladies, I seen this lady coming up, and I was like, as soon as I see the lady come into the studio, I was just taken aback. I was like, the swag is there, everything is there. I didn't hear her spit yet, but the room stopped. The room was like, oh, okay, she here. And I was like, who is this? All right, and she came in, the room just stopped, and everyone turned their attention to her, and everyone was looking, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? And sure enough, she got in the booth and did her thing, and you know, earned the right to have that attention, to have that stop the room type of power, and her name I got to know later was Miss Layda.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, and tell them about yourself.
Well, I'm Miss Layda. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, TOC, the 6. I'm in love with music, and I love to perform, I love to entertain, and I love to make people feel good. So I've picked the perfect hobby.
Yes, and this is a good hobby to have because your main goal is to, you know, entertain and make people feel good. Nobody does music to make people feel bad. You don't put out a track say, okay, this is going to ruin everybody's tires and people are going to crash all over the 401
Right?
and stuff. No, you put out music so that you can make people feel good and have a good time and stuff like that. And that's what we do as entertainers. We try and, you know, make the world feel make a better place in a sense. And so, yes, let me see here. Yeah, and I'm glad I was able to bring you in. I'm gonna play a couple of your tracks.
Okay, cool.
On the air. You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Good stuff. Because, yeah, man, that people got to know. You know what I mean? And people also got to know before they hear your tracks. They got to know, like, where you from?
Oh, okay. I'm from Toronto, and I say this because
there's too many people in Toronto. There's different areas in
and
Toronto.
And I have so many cousins, and you know, you go to your cousin's house in the summertime. It's like that's your turf then, right?
Yes,
so it's
exactly.
like I come from a family where I have 7 uncles and I have an aunt on my mother's side. And then on my father's side, he was in the church very, very strongly. He was a drum player. He was an evangelist. So he has godchildren. So I'm connected. So through that way, I could say, okay, I rep Woolner. I love people in Jungle. I got some people that I love in Region. I have some people I love in G-Way. I have connections with everyone, and I'm neutral. I'm as neutral as Nate Dogg.
As Nate Dogg.
You feel me?
There, yes,
I'm out there. I get along with everybody. Hey, what's up?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not into anything with this is my set or this is my clique. Yeah. It's nothing like that at all.
And Toronto is one city, man. I mean,
it's
like, even though you're from a different area, you're still from Toronto.
Yes.
You're still from Toronto, and you're doing your thing in Toronto and repping. I guess you repping Toronto in a good way.
In the best way I can. Or anyone should try. That Nice is my cousin. Monday Night's my cousin. She was the first lady with Dirty Rotten for years when they had the shop by Spadina and Queen. I was that little shorty chilling with Eve, chilling with Juvenile. Hey, can I see your nails? Can I see your tattoo? Like, I'm like,
they're like,
that was me.
Go home.
And not even so much that. Not even so much that. But like, you're so cute. Rap for me, you know? And I'm there like killing myself. Rapping, So that's me. That's the shows I've done.
So that's how long you've been doing it then, pretty much?
Yeah, I've been doing it since I was about 16, 17 years old. I've been professionally performing in front of over 2,000 people. Yeah.
You don't get butterflies? No.
I like the butterflies.
She's got a tattoo of butterflies.
Nothing else excites me enough. Yeah. I think I like to do the shows. Okay. I like to, you know, have that hype, that buzz.
I'm glad I brought that. So so as an entertainer, sorry, I'm gonna go off script here, but as an entertainer though, what is it more about the shows that you like? Do you like? Is it business to you or is it pleasure?
It's pleasure. It's 100% pleasure. So, I mean, it's a win-win.
Okay, yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And the more I feel pleasure, the more they feel my pleasure.
Away forgetting to get paid?
Yeah, it's like I'm enjoying and I'm enjoying myself so much. You can end up enjoying yourself with me. So,
okay,
come on, you're getting your money's worth.
Okay, cool. That's a good thing to hear. And especially for fans to know when they're coming out to a show, they get to know now. You know what they're coming out to see. Are they coming out to see someone who's in and out, who's just like yada yada yada, where my money at? Or are they coming out to see yada yada yada, I love you? Until
they're telling me hello, the show's we got to close the club or whatever. Right. Okay. I'll give them my extra.
So, as an artist, in what other countries have you performed in?
I've performed in Florida.
Florida?
Yes, but like I said, I was younger. I was about 18 years old when I did a Florida freestyle, and it was like a spring bling kind of thing going on. It was a freestyle.
You got booked? Oh, it's a
No,
freestyle.
I didn't get booked.
Okay.
But I was just annoying the heck out of everybody backstage. Like I said, I was that little spoiled shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to rap. Like, I don't care about you guys.
So it's on a mic. This on a mic.
It was on a mic, yeah, in front of the crowd. I did my thing.
All right, that's good. All right, well, we're gonna. Okay, so enough of us. We gotta get to what you do.
Okay.
We gotta show them up. And I told you before you came in, I'm letting you select the songs that we play today.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So where are you taking us first? Are you gonna take us to the beginning, or are you gonna start us from the top?
I might as well take you off from the beginning, where it started.
Okay,
where it started.
All right. What do we pull it up here? Talk to me about this.
This one that we're pulling up here is the Getting It.
Okay.
And Getting It is just, a little bit of talking going on, so I just had to put a couple of shorties in check. I haven't heard anything back yet, but
oh wow, okay.
I'm kind of talking to a couple female MCs that they're getting a little bit lippy. So this is for you, babies.
Okay. We're gonna get into it right here on Line for Line Radio Show. We're gonna debut this track right here on Line for Line Radio Show. This is Getting It by Miss Layda, and she's got her crew in the video and everything like that, and they dance. Let's check it out right here on Line for Line Radio. Check it out. It was Miss Layda right there with Getting It and Getting It.
Gets in it.
Getting It. All right. How long did it take you to write the track? Was it?
Like 25 minutes.
So you caught the word of the beef. You caught the beef. And you're just like in the studio. Everybody, right now, squad up. We in the studio. We got to take care of this. We got to
one of my boys from G-Way called me and he's like, "Yo, da. And I was like, "Oh, really? Well, I'm gonna have to call you back." And I just started playing my beats, poured myself some champagne, and I found the right project for her.
So it's out there.
It's out there. It's playing.
Do you feel like other artists are plotting against you now? Like, this is...
That would be foolish.
Yeah.
That would be foolish.
Because
I am Canadian hip hop royalty. It would have to be a very smart choice. They would have to make sure that they delegate it accordingly, because you just can't do that with me.
Slow with it and just ease into it. We gotta find out if Miss Layda's dated. We gotta know what's the deal with you and the man them out there, because being a female in the industry, every time you come to the studio, there's mans up in there. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's thinking, "Man, if I had that on my arm." You know what I mean? You feel it. I know you feel it. Come on.
At the end of the day, I don't really want to go public with any relationship that I have. Just for,
Why not? Jay-Z and Beyonce?
That's Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Mm-hmm. I've got work to do. I don't need any distractions.
Right.
I feel like who's for me right now isn't even around me or in my reach, and I have to continue doing what I have to do, and I'll meet him along the way. I have work to do.
Alicia Keys and what's his name?
Swiss Beats.
Mm-hmm. It's a good working relationship.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. JD and Janet Jackson. They broke up, but they had a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, they were so cute.
So what are you looking for in a guy? If you were looking.
I wouldn't want to say, because everyone will be jotting down all the notes and be like, "This is what."
Yep. I got to become this.
Yep. Let me get on my Sebastian game. Right? Cruel
right.
Intentions. I know what she wants.
Cruel Intentions. All right. How do you feel about stuff like that being separated? Like, you're a female artist. You're not just an artist.
I don't want who I'm with and the relationship that I'm with to define who I am.
Right.
I want to be known for me and not labeled as so-and-so's girlfriend, or, "Yo, Regin, can you believe she's talking to so-and-so?" Like, you know what I mean? It's not really anyone's business. That's my business. I might as well open my panty drawer and take a picture and put it on my Instagram. It's really not anyone's business. No one doesn't see my kids in a clear view on my Facebook or my Instagram. You only get side profiles, shoes, hat. It's not really your business. Is that Is that the top of a child's head or a porcelain doll? It's not, you know what I mean?
Is she just a bad photographer? What is this?
I'm private when it comes to some things. Okay. If it's about me, you're going to get it all. Mm-hmm. But it's not my right to expose someone else's privacy. It's not my business. Family and whoever I'm with, I would consider to be my family, because I'm a very family-oriented person, so I'm going to be protective.
I'm really glad you brought that up, because I'm just going to talk about some people in the industry. Nicki Minaj, her latest album, she's talking about her family in depth. Like, apparently she had a baby, and she lost a baby when she was like 10 years ago, and she's going personal now. Drake went personal. This Beyonce's personal. Everybody's personal. Like, and I know it's Eminem. He's very personal. Like, he talks about his mom, his sister, his this and that, whatever. And so you're saying the opposite. You're saying that you'd rather keep that separate. Is there, like, if the tabloids, tabloids got a hold of you?
Yes, if the tabloids got a hold of me, it would be, you know, a bit sticky because I'm not going to sit down and discuss my personal life. The most that you will get, the most, they're going to go through your garbage. It's not that much garbage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's Swiffer clean.
Right,
you feel me? It's the most you will get into my personal life will be through the reflections in my lyrics. Sometimes something will happen in my life or in someone else's life where I'll write about it. I'll watch something going on with two celebrity couples and say to myself, it's inspiring to write a song about it, but it's not necessarily me. I just write things that women can relate to. I'm a woman. I'm a lady. So, you know what I mean? I write based upon stuff that I know a woman will feel like, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do what I got to do, I'm going to get out and not be miserable, you know? She's been through it, and look at her. She has 2 girls, and she's doing it. She went to school. She's rapping. I want people to be like, look at Layda. Layda did it. I can do it.
You mentioned writing. Would you ever take lyrics from somebody else, or?
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take lyrics from someone else. Like, what do you mean, steal someone's lyrics?
No. Write your, like, when it comes to writing, people like Iggy Azalea, they say, oh, you know, they say she's not writing her own. You know what I mean? Is there a stigma behind research? I mean, I don't know what's wrong with reciting another artist's lyrics.
It's a bit too much. It's a bit tad much. I mean, I remember being in middle school and stuff like that, and I'm seeing stuff with Puff Daddy and Mace and Total and everybody doing their thing around that era, and it was perfectly fine then. Not everybody wrote their songs, and it wasn't a big deal. R. Kelly was hopping from studio to studio helping people write songs.
Yeah, I don't see what
it wasn't a big deal, but now people want to feel like they're that hybrid class of an artistry where they don't need someone to help them write. They have that brain capacity to be that all-round, all-star artist. So they feel like maybe they don't want people to know that business. I really don't think it's a big deal. If somebody wrote me a great piece of music and gave me a beautiful production and said, I'm presenting this to you, I think this is you, girl, and I hear it and it's good, I'm going to do it. And if somebody asks me who did it, I'm going to say so-and-so did the song. It's a big deal. They got their percentage, I get mine. If I believe in myself that much, it's not really a big deal.
Right. Yeah, people are. I don't get that either, because I mean, half the R&B artists out there don't write their own music. No. So why is it that rappers can't do? I mean,
the same thing. You're busy. You're on tour. You're doing so much. You're in and out. Come on, we don't expect you to do everything.
For the longest time, I didn't think Jay-Z was writing his lyrics. I was like, he's putting out too much.
But I think he is just so brilliant. I could tell you the honest truth. For all my career that I've been doing anything, no one has written any of my lyrics. None. It just, some people, it just comes to them. It's just that easy.
You can write rap and R&B?
I can write rap and R&B within a half an hour, depending on the beat and the energy on that beat. You know what I mean? If it's got me really hyped.
Do you have to write it, or do you have to freestyle it first?
I'll scan with singing, or I'll freestyle, and then I'll start jotting everything down, or if I have it in my head and everybody's just doing their own thing and no one's not really paying it, I'll just write it out quick and say, hey, if it sounds stupid, let me know, but this is what I do. I always drop that one line.
What's wrong with stupid? What's wrong with stupid?
If it sounds stupid, let me know, but if it sounds good, you done.
Have you heard 7-Eleven?
No.
You haven't heard 7-Eleven?
Dude, I haven't heard Only.
I haven't heard that one. Wait, Only? That's the one with Nicki Minaj.
Yes, I haven't heard Nicki Boo Boo nothing. No, the last thing I heard from Nicki Boo Boo was the Anaconda.
I have a guilty pleasure. I like that track. I don't know why everyone's dissing the track and stuff like that.
Everyone's so annoying.
It's music. It's music. You know what I mean?
Leave her alone.
I gotta ask you another question. What about politics in rap? I mean, we just had Ferguson. We just had the trials with the guy who got choked out. And how do you do? Do you want to touch on that? Because hey, if you don't want people coming at you and you touch a topic like this, you better reconsider. Because I tweeted about Ferguson. I had to spend the whole night battling with some guy in L.A. about cops with guns and this and that, and just going back and forth. And so if you touch on a topic like this, you prepare to be pulled out. Prepare to be called out. So
it's not even. You see, now you're making me feel like I want to say something just because I ain't scared to be pulled out. Okay. I just feel that the right thing in this time in my life, I have no comment. If you really feel about it, check my Twitter. That's where I really will You know what I mean?
Right,
you
right.
have all the excuses on Twitter. You can say whatever you want. That's your thoughts openly, you know. It's crazy how Twitter is. But you can say anything.
But it can ruin your career if you say the wrong things.
Yes, if you say the wrong things, it can. But, I mean, what is really wrong about saying the truth?
Well, what's true to you? Because to somebody else, the truth is something
And
different.
I'm all about my facts. So when I do say something, it's like be prepared for your stocks to plummet. Because when I say something, I say something, and I know what the fuck I'm saying when I say it. Pardon me. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
I'm obsessed with the world, geologically, sociology-wise, everything. I love the planet. I love the world. I love the function. I love the systematics. I love the whole thing about it. Religion now. If it's connected to God, I'm down for it.
So
if it's something that I feel isn't like, you know, has any common sense to it, I'm not going to be down for that. But of course I'm down with the meditations of the Buddhists. Of course I'm down with the incense burnings of, you know, the Indian culture. You know what I mean? There's the love of it. If I feel the love in it or in the message of whatever it is with their way of life, I will depict whatever pieces I like and put a list together. That's my religion.
Okay, that's okay. All right.
Right? I love to meditate. I love to, you know.
Truth is truth. When we're talking about truth is truth, like look at Islam and Christianity. That's been the biggest fight of all because they believe their side is right. Christianity believes their side is right, and so their truth is their truth.
No matter what, though, they love God.
So do you ignore it?
He's at that top there.
But to be able to be
at the top of the pedestal.
Do you just let it go? Do you just let it go and just not touch topics like that, just so that you just keep everybody happy?
I do.
Keep everybody happy?
I do. At the end of the day, I do. I mean,
because technically you're an artist and you just want.
I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing what I love. Y'all do what you're doing. I'm not.
Don't act like you never had two guys fight over you though. So don't act like you never caused no fights. I can see two guys fighting over you like right away. Like
then I'm the one that will walk away and make you feel stupid, standing up there or fighting or rolling around breaking furniture. That's your business. I'm out.